Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again, as always. Before we kick things off, guys, I've just got a very brief question to ask you all. Cast your minds back to when you were small kids, and let's just say, for argument's sake, you're in the middle of a busy town centre or a busy shopping centre, something like that, with your mum and dad, and you somehow manage to get separated from them, with you wondering if to go and look in a toy shop or a sweet shop, something like that. You turn round, you find your parents aren't there, you're scared, anxious, and lost. Who is the very first person you would think of looking for in that kind of situation? It has to be, number one, top of the list, is law enforcement, either a policeman or a policewoman, someone who could offer you guidance and safety and assistance in finding your lost parents. And you'd hope, wouldn't you, that that'd extend to your own children. Let's say you accidentally lost one of your kids in the middle of Asda or Sainsbury's. You'd expect them to have the knowledge and the smarts to go and find someone who could assist in finding you. Maybe a policeman, a policewoman, or possibly a security guard, something like that. Well, this story today, guys, is going to turn your head 180 degrees when it comes to scenarios such as that. Nothing short of disgusting, this is, guys. A pedo cop who switched off his body cam while on a 999 call so he could sexually assault a young girl has been jailed. Dean Dempster was called to reports of screaming and shouting at a home in Oldham when he preyed on the victim, who was under 10 years old. Absolute animal, like a rabid dog. And do you know what we do with rabid dogs in this world, guys? Exactly. The 35-year-old turned off his body cam, then carried out a sickening attack before taking a picture of the abuse on his mobile phone. His brave victim later told a family member what happened, saying, "He did it to me, he did this to me, I am not lying." Greater Manchester Police launched an investigation and discovered their PC had a sexual interest in children. Should have been struck off instantly, right there and then, off, no pay, criminal investigation, arrest, charged, inside. Boom. But that didn't happen, though. His brave victim later told the... Oh, excuse me, guys. Where are we? Before starting his shift that day, the predator had also made vile web searches for babies and little girls laying on beaches. Officers raided his home and found folded children's knickers, shredded underwear, sex toys and 2 hard drives. There was also a safe inside the home that contained an iPad, but the contents of Dempster's phone had been wiped. Of course it had been wiped because he's old Bill. He knows the exact procedure when dealing with nonsense. That's why it's absolutely imperative we cannot let these dirty bastards slip the net and fall into law enforcement of all places. But yet again, we'll get to that very shortly. In total, police uncovered nearly 3,000 child abuse images on his devices, including 104 of the most serious Category A type. Now, I've explained this to you before in a past video where these pictures fall category-wise. Category A is the most extreme, repulsive, disgusting shit that you could possibly lay your eyes on. Penetrative acts with children, that kind of a thing. You know where I'm going with this. I don't need to say any more on that score. Some of these contain pseudo images where Dempster had superimposed his head into graphic child sex pictures. Liverpool Crown Court heard Dempster had been put on restrictive duties after the complaint was made by the young victim. Yet again, why the fuck wasn't he struck off there and then as a precautionary method? Why on earth? Well, I suppose it could happen, but why on earth would a child lie about a policeman abusing them? Like I say, to a child, a policeman is a beacon of safety and comfort because they know they are there to help to protect them in any course of circumstance, either it's a lost parent, being bullied, or someone trying to kidnap them. That's why, again, you cannot let them slip the net and get into positions of power such as this. It's of high grave importance, this is, guys. His inspector became suspicious when the cop made an unsolicited comment about the girl pulling her pants down when asked to lift her top to check for bruises. I mean, the alarm bells are all there, the sirens are there. How in the hell can you miss this? The girl told police Dempster groped her and left her shaking in fear. He has now been handed an extended 14-year sentence, of which he must serve at least 9 years in jail. Not nearly enough prison time. As a matter of fact, he shouldn't be in prison at all. He should be sent straight to the gallows. Now, like I said in the middle of this video, guys, it is of grave importance that we cannot let dirty bastards and psychopathic bastards into law enforcement. They are in a position of power where they are put into situations with the highest of vulnerability of people. Women being beaten, women being sexually abused, children being sexually abused. They are there, they are put into them situations, and to be quite honest with you, they are more liable to get away with it than members of the public, because yet again, who are they going to believe? A child or a policeman? In 9 cases out of 10, I'd believe the kid personally, but a lot of people wouldn't. They think they were making it up, telling silly stories just because the policeman caught them breaking some windows or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, this may sound a bit dystopian to some people. Some people might not like it, and that's fair enough. But I personally think law enforcement should have stringent checks every 4 to 6 months. Their personal phone should be scrutinised and looked at. Their personal computers within their homes have to be looked at. It's imperative. I know it's an invasion of privacy, and a lot of people do not like that. But the top of my agenda is not people's privacy. It's children's safety. It's women's safety. Look at that Wayne Couzens who raped and killed Sarah Everard. All the warning signs were there with him. Co-workers in Snapchat groups talking about beating women and raping women and shit. All the warning signs, excuse me guys, were there, but they're just not picked up on. They're just passed off as banter. It shouldn't be like that anymore. Way back when, like I said, the police force was someone to be trusted, someone you could leave your kids with absolute clarity. Not no longer. There's too many fuckers deep inside the system that are untrustworthy and predatory. Same with teachers. They should be stringently checked as well. They are not checked enough, in my opinion. A CBR check and a criminal record check is not enough to ensure that nonces stay out of schools. Much can be said for the police as well. Sorry for the stuttering and stammering there, guys. This is off the cuff. I've not made any notes for this video, but please do tell me what you think in the comments. If your kid ever got lost, separated from you, who would you want them to find most? Would it be a policeman? Would it be a security guard? Or would you expect them to wander around aimlessly and try and find you themselves? Do let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of this piece of shit. And I'll see you when I see you. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.